appreciation for the committee that organizes this festival. It's been 50 years today, and they started it. So that kind of continuity is something we all value as martial artists. So thank you very much. We are Ki-Aikido USA, and the local group here is called Northwest Martial Arts. We would very much like to show you a little bit about Aikido. We fall a lot, and this is probably most practical self-defense that we do, in the sense that how many people have fallen or known someone who fell over the last year? Did that go well? Usually not, right? So how many people know someone got in a fight? One or two. So falling is much more important for keeping yourself safe. Next up we have kind of basic arts. We'll start practice from static positions, where one person's holding someone else, so that person can collect their mind, think through what they're going to do before they actually execute the technique. We start with grabs also because it's a little easier to deal with. For most people, it's not scary the same way as chopping or punching is. So it helps you learn when you're picking up new motions. It's easier when you're not freaked out. And you can see as it progresses to a higher level, there's no pause after the attack. It moves right away. So you're starting to gather someone else's energy and direct it into the technique that you're planning. A little more intermediate arts. We're going from grabs, strikes. So strikes might not look like something you imagine in a fight today, because it's based on samurai arts. So some sword cut, either diagonal, yokeman, or shomen, straight, or maybe thrusting, with a dagger. But you can imagine this kind of swing with a bottle or a pipe, right? This kind of motion, pretty realistic. Our mind and our body together, rather than just our muscles. She's going to relax her body and then focus her mind somewhere in the distance, an extension from herself. She's going to match that with her body, right? With her arm and her fingertips. And if she uses her mind and her body together this way, it's a lot more strength than she thinks she has usually, right? If Mikhail-san is totally just dead limp, we can toss him that far maybe. No, okay, not this. They held on this time. That's good. But if instead he focuses on feeling gravity everywhere along his whole body, weight underside feeling, that line of gravity on the bottom of his body together, then he's one unit, and we can use him to build structures, and then benches, for example. So if he focuses on his own weight and his feeling with gravity, doesn't feel oppressive to him to have more weight on top. And what's great is even the people on the bottom are using the same thing. So if they want to, they can kind of be free as well. Look up, take a wave, and they don't feel too heavy with it. Because again, they're feeling their weight into the mat. All right, Wade is going to do number 3, and this is going to be relaxing. If he tenses up and makes a kind of rigid shape this way, these guys are plenty big enough to pick him up. Wade only weighs 140 pounds. Okay, he's pretty light. But if he relaxes, and he can keep that relaxation as they come to grab him, then he can somehow redirect this energy around so that they can't get him up off the ground. Next is star of the show, preview, is Kashiwaya sensei. He'll be demonstrating last principle, keeping one point, or maintaining your center. If he keeps his center of gravity, then he can move from that center through resistance from a partner very easily. And depending on how hard they're pushing, throw them after. Again, maintaining that center allows him to maintain this posture. Even as it stacks up, as long as he stays with his own center, nothing will move. He wants more. Oops, everyone okay? So we're going to show this, what Jeff will show is kind of how these techniques might look against more modern attacking my see today, like a press punch, right? Someone's giving you a big roundhouse, or front kicks. Now these aren't going to look as pretty as what we saw earlier, because anytime you're using self-defense, it's not going to be beautiful the way we try to make our arts. Maybe a little bit knife, gotta get out of the way. And we're going to try to disarm them, if we can, without hurting them, without injuring them, excuse me. They might get pain, but hopefully they go home and feel okay at the end of the day. Main idea, of course, is to keep ourselves safe from these attacks, including with deadly force. There's multiple people attacking you with the same attack, so there's some repetition. But to use different techniques against each one. What we're training here is flexibility of technique, but also of mind, where you're not stuck. There's one thing to do when one thing happens. It's lots of possibilities. Wade will give a few more possibilities. Like my loud counting. Kashiwaya sensei demonstrating a variety of different arts. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of Sakuramatsuri. 50th year.